Welcome back everybody, I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we did our dailies, we discussed some characters and possible characters I'm going to be going for or whatnot, or what my plan is going forward, like what team's kind of composition in a sense, and asking you guys for advice as well, which again, yeah, totally, would be awesome if you guys could give me any pointers you guys have for certain characters that I might have listed. But also any builds for characters I have too. I forgot to mention that the characters that I have, I might not be building them properly, so any suggestions on that too, because I'm building them the best I can, but, you know, might not be correct. But anyways, that was all last episode stuff. We also started Kokomi's story, so we're going to go continue that, because we need to get through hers in order to get Ito's, which is the one we actually need, even though I really like Kokomi's story, but we really need Ito's. And then we also need to do the second part of the Raiden Shoguns as well, so we can get to the chasm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember to like the video if you like it and subscribe if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Okie dokies. So we're supposed to go to the village and catch up with the soldiers, right? Oop, viewpoint. Say cheese. Thank you. And how have you been, Dintro?
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
I've heard people are a bit on edge these days.
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Okay, so seems like it's not too bad, and he seems pretty, you know, he's very helpful and seems kind of upbeat. How do the rest of you feel? Arisawa? What about you?
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something?
I hear people are feeling unsettled at the moment.
Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Okay, so he's definitely enjoying the peaceful times. So that's good. So they're not all... So it seems like... Oh, I bet you guys aren't happy, though. You look like you're still, like, really intense.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh.
Keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back.
I'm here to join you at the victory feast.
Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
And here we found the ones that aren't happy with all the peace and happiness kind of thing. I mean, I understand not being able to just forget it and move on, or be able to go back to a normal way of life, but still. It's better for a lot of people to be at peace, you know?
We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent.
Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Hold on, are we...
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here. You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you?
Well, we ran into some Fatui.
So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
Would the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Ma'am, yes ma'am.
Hattie, soldier. For the time being at least, we are in peacetime. Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
Oh, I love
If we
Kokomi.
do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Duh. I really like Kokomi. What sucks is I would have pulled for her on like my personal one because I really love her design, like the whole mermaid theme. I love how her attacks, she shoots out little fishies and everything, and she's an amazing healer. She's actually a really, really good character if you focus on like her support abilities. I mean, even as an attack though, I've seen people do some pretty cool attack builds with her. But anyways, she's always come out at a bad time where she's either in a dual banner with another character I want like 1,000,000 times more, or, ooh, I need these for my NRE thing. Let me go ahead and switch that to Pyro character. But she's always either been released whenever... I'll just do this. I'll just switch official for Amber real quick because it'll be quicker. But she's always either been released on a dual banner that has a other character that like I want more, or she's released right before a character that's like really hyped up and everyone's like super excited for her. So it's just like she's always come out at a really bad time, or she's come out right after a character that I used all my wishes on to get, kind of thing. So sadly I never got her, but I always really liked her. I thought she was I love her design. I think she has a really fun moveset. I remember whenever she first came out, a lot of people were really upset that she was like purely focused on healing and support and like drawing enemy attention, and that she couldn't critical hit and stuff like that. People got really upset about that, but I was like, I didn't mind. It was just like they want her to fit a certain role, you know, so be it, kind of thing. But you know, it is what it is.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy's in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
And what does the Grand Strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option?
Let's spark things up a little.
Alright, we'll draw them out first to minimize damage to the camp itself. I haven't had much chance to fight alongside you in the past. I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up with your pace. Still, not to worry. Even if I can't claim to be a warrior myself, I'm no stranger to the battlefield. This fight should be well within my capabilities. Okay, let's clear out the camp and find out what they've been up to.
Sweet, we get to fight with Kokomi. Okay. Defeat the Fatui in the camp. I love how you pick the option, but I think no matter what option you pick, it's, like, done.
I'll put you on that.
Hold the line!
I love how she sends out fishies. Oh dear. Yeah, Kokomi's fine. Look at all that healing.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Is that a little lightning
Their
to
movements
it?
have become rigid and sluggish. We make a good team.
Go Kokomi! Yay!
Looks like I went too far.
Yeah, basically, if you have Kokomi, you're pretty much not gonna die. Like, you're invincible almost. Because our healing is so good and everything.
Hold the line!
Uh-oh. Go, Kokomi.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Look at her go.
Miscalculated.
Look at all that. Yeah, you can't tell me she's not a good character, right? I mean, look at all that. Oh, you want to use a shield? I think not. Ha.
Death.
Is there more? Oh, we completely missed this guy over here.
Oz, reveal thyself.
He's not gonna last very long. Oh, he's like a boss.
Covenant of the deep.
Look at that. So much fun.
Rise.
Aww. No more Kokomi. Oh, I should have been using Chi-Chi. She could have been
Excellent
freezing him. It also would have been a ton of healing.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
I beg to differ.
Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right, time to take a look around.
I wanted to play more as Kokomi. Not fair. Is this it?
So these are the Fatui food supplies?
Nope, that's their own supplies.
They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is way too dangerous! We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a normal camp thing. What about in here?
Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant?
I think we found him.
There's a lot of stuff. problem. Yep, this has gotta be it. Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see.
Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Okie dokie, so that's kind of messed up that the merchant was doing that, but at least she has a solution for fixing the problem, right? Wee. Like I said, I really like Kokomi. She's a fun character, and like I said, as you saw in battle, she was doing pretty good damage. I mean, she took on those Fatui guys like no problem. 3,000 damage on some of those hits and everything. And the constant healing she gets, she's pretty much invincible.
Okay, faster.
For the whole team, too, because she was healing, I think, everybody, possibly? Or it might only be who's out on the field, I can't remember, but yeah. Really good support character, and can technically be like a sub-DPS or, you know, that kind of thing. Pretty good. Okay, here's your stuff, dude. Which one am I supposed to talk to? Naruse, I think? Yeah.
My goods! You got them back, huh?
Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain.
You see? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies.
Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute.
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Okie dokie.
Watatsumi Island observes different customs
She's gonna
from
keep
the rest
talking.
of Inu.
But we're going to end this episode here. Sorry to cut you off, Kokomi, but it's time to go. In the next episode, we'll continue on with the walk with Kokomi and see where it takes us. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!